What is going on, baseball fans? How you doing? The Oakland A's are red hot. Dinelson Lamet having some issues with the forearm. What is that going to mean for the Padres? We're talking Freddie Freeman, Sixto Sanchez. We're talking all things baseball. Let's get to it. And what is going on, baseball fans? How are you doing tonight? What is going on? Hope everyone is having a great week. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? Yes, it's Wednesday. What's going on? How are we doing? Zachary Goldstein, Edmund 19, NHOJ Crab, what's up? Southsider 14, Karan Gill, hello. Cool Cat, Drew Venny, what's going on? How do you say this one? Mr. Botman Woodo Dodo 0. I think I got that right. What's going on? Noah, hello. What's going on? William, what's going on? Hello. Orioles, hello. Alec, hello. Hi, my name is Bob. What's going on? Daniel Wells, Alex S. What's going on? John Hummel, hello. What's going on? Bobby Ross Paints, Aaron Riss, what's going on? Hello, everyone. If I missed anyone, hello. How you doing? But yeah, what's going on, everyone? Haven't been here for a few days. It's been a busy week. You guys, I think most of you know I am a teacher, and I had progress reports due today, so it's been a little busy. And I've also had some testing this past week. It's been a busy week for me. So, hey, I am getting close to summer vacation. As a teacher, that's the best part of being a teacher. Of course, I love teaching the kids, but hey, I can't deny how nice summer vacation is, and that is in about, 4.5 weeks now. So, hey, I'm going to be here a lot more in the next about a month or so. So it's definitely a busy time for me right now at work. And I've been banging and clanging in the gym too. I might actually be doing a competition soon. So I'm starting to rev up my training for that. And it's just a busy. It's been, I feel like, busy for the last month or so. But anyway, I digress. What's going on? We got a lot of things to talk about tonight with baseball. We got a lot of stuff going on. Oakland A's, they are just red hot right now. My Red Sox were the hottest team in baseball at one point, and now it is the Oakland A's winning their 11th straight game. We're going to be talking some Sixto Sanchez, some Freddie Freeman, some Dinelson Lamet. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. We're going to take a look at what's going on tonight throughout the league, see the scores. We'll take a look at some stats, see who's leading in certain categories and whatnot. And But before I get started, everyone, if I may, if you can, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 7,000 subscribers by the All-Star break. That would be awesome if we can do that. It's been a little slow on the channel lately, and a little bit of that is part of me as well. I have not been here as much. I'm going to try and start picking it up in the next week or two. And hit that like button for me, everyone. If we can get to, let's just go for it. Let's go for 100 likes tonight. If we can get 100 likes, that would be awesome. So follow me on Twitter as well if you want to talk some baseball throughout the day. So, everyone, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just get to the first story here. Let's get right to the hottest team in baseball, the Oakland A's, winning their 11th straight win in an extra inning win today against the Minnesota Twins. Man, oh man, walk-off win for them today. They have just been red hot. Let's just go take a look. Well, let's take a look at today's game. It was a hellacious game today. Tons of runs, tons of hits, tons of offense all the way around. Let's go take a look here. So taking a look at the box score, as you can see, score of 13-12. This Oakland A's team, they are just they're just red hot. They're on fire, and they're just killing it lately, man. And they're just man, they're just doing a lot of things right, getting the walk-off win today, able to eclipse the 10 straight wins. Let's go take a look at exactly how this came about today. The Twins got it started with a home run from Josh Donaldson, his first home run of the season, but Matt Olson, he just came right back at him with a home run of his own. Elvis Andrus provided some offense today. Josh Donaldson overall actually had himself a pretty decent day. He had a few RBIs today. Nelson Cruz had a home run. This is just a back-and-forth game all day. Matt Olson had another home run. Nelson Cruz had a couple of home runs today. Byron Buxton had himself a home run. I mean, there's just a lot of offense going all the way around today. Jed Lowry produced a little bit today. How about Jed Lowry, huh? How about Jed Lowry this season? I mean, what a comeback story for Jed Lowry. Could he maybe be a comeback player of the year candidate? He is having himself a pretty decent season so far. But yeah, Byron Buxton, he's been really good this season so far. But the winning hit came from Ramon Laureano. Well, it actually wasn't a hit. It was actually an error. To where, the guy just threw the ball away. So Luis Arias just completely threw the ball away, and that was able to score the winning run, and that was all there was to it. So the Oakland A's, let's take a look at what's been going on during this win streak so far. So this goes back to, wow, I'm forgetting the month right now. April. Wow. That's how busy it's been for me. I don't even know what month we're in. But April 9th against the Astros, that's where it all started. And remember, this Oakland A's team got off to a horrible start, a awful start. And everyone was like, okay, Oakland's done. And no, they have just completely turned around their season. Played really well against the Astros in that series. Lost that first game, but then they just completely turned it around. Won a couple against the Diamondbacks. Swept the Tigers in a 4-game series. And, and then just sweeping the Twins today. Doubleheader yesterday, winning that crazy game today. And now, now they're going to Baltimore. They got a day off tomorrow, got a series against Baltimore. Baltimore, I mean, it is a pesky team, but let's face it, it's not the most talented team out there. They got some, decent pieces on that team. They are pesky. But could you see the A's maybe run this streak? I mean, could you see maybe they can sweep this series and maybe run this winning streak to 14 games? It's possible. We'll have to see. They got a day off tomorrow. They're going to be traveling. Will that kind of cool them off a little bit? We'll have to wait and see. But this Oakland A's team right now, they are very fun to watch. And here's why. They got a lot of good stuff going for them right now. Since this winning streak started back on April 9th, the Oakland A's have been the best offensive team. Or at least, hold on, I take that back. Let me verify this. Yes, they have been the best offensive team in Major League Baseball. During this time, they have produced a 19.7 offensive runs above average during this win streak. They're hitting 252 as a team, but they're getting on base at a good rate, hitting a good amount of home runs. I actually think they might be leading in home runs during this 11-game winning streak. Yep, they're leading in home runs in all of Major League Baseball. They're stealing bases, too. Look at the amount of stolen bases. Besides Kansas City, Oakland has the most stolen bases in Major League Baseball. So they're second in stolen bases. But it's not just the offense. The pitching has been doing really good, too. As of right now, overall, their pitching, starting pitching and relief pitching ranks third during this winning streak. Let's actually break it down. Let's see what's going on with the starting pitching during this time. Oakland right now ranks sixth in starting pitching, at least according to wins above replacement on Fangraphs. So their starting pitching has been really good. Obviously, haven't lost a game during this time. And then if you go to the bullpen's been awesome. The bullpen, a bullpen that lost Liam Hendricks and Trevor Rosenthal, and they're still producing in this bullpen. Let's go take a look at what's going on with this bullpen right now. This bullpen's been awesome. So you got guys really stepping up during this stretch. Jake Dykman with 8 games. Lou Trevino. JB Wendelken. I mean, you got guys stepping up all over this bullpen. Yusmeira Petit, he's got himself almost 9 innings. I mean, they're just really contributing here. And if we go take a look at the starting pitching, obviously they have not lost a game during this time. But let's see what they've been doing as a group. Sean Manaea has been pitching really good, a 3.04 ERA. You've had a couple of guys struggling during this stretch, but luckily the bullpen has really stepped up for them. Frankie Montez has really, he struggled a little bit. That ERA is a little high. Jesus Luzardo over, during this time. Yeah, he's been kind of struggling a little bit. Or actually, is this? Oh no, this is the whole season. I'm so sorry. I thought this was during. I was about to say, how have you pitched 4 games during this stretch? But let me actually go back here. Let me type in during this stretch. So Sean Manaea, he's been really good. 1.42 ERA over 3 starts during this win streak. Frankie Montez, 2 starts of his own. He's been really good the last couple of starts. Chris Bassett's been really good the last couple of starts. I mean, Cole Irvin had himself a good start. Jesus Luzardo, ERA is a little high there. But you know what? Hey, whatever. I mean, he kind of needs to step it up a little bit. But overall, this team has just been really good. They've been pitching well. They've been hitting well. Not just starting pitching, but the bullpen has been great too. So Oakland, man, this is a very good team right now. Let's kind of take a look. What are we looking at with Oakland right now in the American League West? Let's go take a look here. As we can see, so Oakland right now, they have completely jumped out in front in that American League West, and that's a division that I think is completely wide open. Look at Houston. They have just been terrible. 1-9 in the last 10 games. I mean, they were looking really good to start the season, and they have just been horrible. They've lost their last 3 games. Besides, the Yankees, they were kind of having a pretty bad run themselves. They were able to win yesterday. But Houston has just been really bad too. They're 1-9 in their last 10. That's awful. LA, it's like, man, it's the Angels. I'm not sure what it is with this team, man. They just can never are the Angels finally going to break out this season? I don't know. But Oakland right now, they are breaking out in a big way. And that's crazy to think too, because they've given up more runs than they've scored. They're at a -2 run differential, and they've put together this win streak. So good for them, man. They've been playing really well. Oakland A's, I knew this was going to be a good team coming into this season. Is it going to be enough over a long season? We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I definitely think this team is very talented. I still love that offense. The starting pitching is still pretty deep. And, even without Liam Hendricks, there's still some pretty good arms in that bullpen. And if Trevor Rosenthal can come back eventually, hey, this Oakland A's team, and I've said this before, and I know it's still early, and it's still April. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but Oakland has been known in the past to be kind of slow starters. I don't know what it is with Oakland. They always seem to kind of start slow, and then they kind of just seem to really pick it up. But Oakland, really liking what they're doing right now. They're playing great baseball all the way around. Let's actually, since I was looking at the pitching, let me take a look at some guys in the offense that are really stepping up as well during this time. Let me type in the dates. So Matt Olson, he had himself a heck of a day today. But Jed Lowry has been really fun to watch during this time. Like I said, could be maybe a comeback player of the year candidate. This guy's had a really rough time staying on the field, but this year he has really put up some decent numbers. On the year so far, he's hitting .316 over 16 games. He's got himself a 400 on base. This guy is just coming back with a vengeance. If you take a look, and he didn't even play in 2020, and then 2019, he only played 9 games. This guy basically has been non-existent for the last 2 years, and he's come back, and he's playing he's having a heck of a season so far. So good for Jed Lowry, man. Hey, Jed Lowry used to be a Red Sox, so I always love me some Jed Lowry. But let's take a look at what else is going on in this offense. Like I said, Lowry's leading the way. Matt Olson, he has been killing it, man. 4 home runs during this time. Look at that average, 355, 417 on base during that time. Mark Kahn has been getting on base a lot. A couple of home runs for him. Sean Murphy's been hitting pretty good. These guys are just getting on base. Even look at Mitch Moreland during this time. A 500 on base percentage. He's got a couple of home runs. He's driven in a few runs. This Oakland A's team, man, they're just hitting extremely well right now. And that's even without Matt Chapman. Sure, he's got a couple of home runs during this time, but the average isn't very high for him. The on base isn't very high for him. But look at the slugging. 500 slugging for him overall. Hey, there's just so much to like right now about this Oakland A's team. They're a fun team to watch. But yeah, overall, I mean, and again though, Jed Lowry, I just love what this guy's doing. What a great story that's been so far. Basically, only 9 games the last 2 seasons, and this guy is just completely tearing it up here. And hey, going back home to Oakland, you gotta love that. You gotta love that for Jed Lowry. So, but let me know what you guys think in the chat. Do you think this Oakland A's team is for real? Let me know what you think. Do you think this Oakland A's team? Do you think this team is for real? Let me know. What do you guys think in the chat? And after this video is published, let me know in the comments. What do you think about the Oakland A's? Do you think this is a team that really they're going to run away with this division? Tell me what you think down below. Yes, Alex S. They have Olsen has been just absolutely killing it, man. All righty. Rad Guy, what's going on? First stream. Not a big turnout tonight, only 23 people. I think the last stream we had on Sunday night, I think we got up to around 90 people during that stream. So, Rad Guy, really appreciate you coming out, man. Like I said, not a big turnout tonight. It's a Wednesday night. But yeah, I will be pretty much going live every Sunday night at the very least for my weekly power rankings. And I'm definitely going to try and go live a couple of times during the week as well. So, but yeah, what are you guys thinking here? Yes, Mets talk with Hayden. Yes, I actually just saw a notification about Pete Alonso. We'll have to go look at that here in a second. Yeah, Cool Cat. They've always been known to find a way to win. I mean, the Oakland A's are, they're like the Rays, a small budget team, but they have a really good just front office. They just know how to put these good teams together. Zachary getting the first vaccine tomorrow. Wish you luck, my friend. I wish good health for you, my friend. Yes, Alex S. I did my first power rankings this past Sunday, and yeah, it ended up being pretty fun. I used a tier maker for that. I'm not going to do like a 1 through 30. I mean, you'll kind of see like where I'm kind of, what teams I think are definitely ahead of other teams, but I'm not going to do like the normal 1 through 30 format. I'm just going to do the tier maker format where you got like the S rank, the A, the B, the C, and the D. So, but yeah. So looking forward to the next power rankings this Sunday night. So, Orioles, Bassett, and I'm guessing others are too unreliable. They've been overusing Dykman and Trevino, basically an inning a day. Yeah, and that's that's definitely something you got to watch out for, especially this early. Oh, I'm seeing a super chat coming in from Rocky Adams. What's going on? It's going to pop up here in a second, but I'm going to read it now. Luis Castillo is struggling. Surprised. I mean, yes, I'm very surprised. Like Luis Castillo, I mean, there's a reason, and there's a super chat. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that, Rocky Adams. Yeah, I am very surprised. Very surprised. This is a guy, there's a reason this guy's name was so hot during the offseason. The guy puts up good numbers every single year. He has good advanced numbers, which obviously front offices love to see. The analytical departments love to see. The guy's got nasty stuff. But hey, the Reds, they figured that the only way they were going to get rid of him if they got blown away. And so far the Reds have been pretty decent this year. So hey, maybe a good move on them for hanging on to him. So hopefully he can get it turned around. I think he will. Like I said, he's not having the best start, but he's so talented, and he's so young too. I think he's going to turn it around eventually. So, oh man, the Mets are getting mollywopped. Oh man, we'll go check out all the scores here in a little bit. I'm gonna get through the latest news, and we're gonna stay out west, and we're gonna talk a little San Diego Padres. Dinelson Lamet leaving his first start since last year, leaving it with forearm tightness. That is never a good sign. Could we maybe be seeing a near end of the season for Dinelson Lamet? This is just. Yes, Zachary, and I'm going to talk about Corbin Burns here in a little bit. This guy's been absolutely nasty. So But Dinelson Lamet real quick. Let's take a look here. Sharing the screen. So here's the latest news. Here we go. Padres right-hander Dinelson Lamet made his much-anticipated 2021 debut on Wednesday against the Brewers, but it didn't last long. Lamet left with forearm tightness after 2 innings and 29 pitches. Never a good sign. I mean, he did have something going on with his UCL, and that ended up ending a really good 2020 season. Prior to Wednesday, he hadn't taken the mound for the Padres since September 25th of last year. Didn't pitch in the playoffs. Could he have maybe made a difference for the Padres in the playoffs last year? We'll never know. But he had really good numbers last year. Look at that ERA, a 2.09 ERA. The guy had a ton of strikeouts. I mean, they brought in a Yu Darvish, a Blake Snell, and a Joe Musgrove, and to go with a healthy Lamet, that would have been. I mean, that was obviously nasty on paper, but that was one thing I actually worried about. I did talk about this during the offseason a little bit for those of you that, if you were here during the offseason, during all the streams that we were doing, I was a little worried about Lamet because, this is a guy that he was having, elbow problems last year and it ended his season last year. I was a little worried about him coming into this season and, first start. And he's already done, or he's already going onto the shelf. I mean, I would imagine he's going to get this is going to be a stint on the injured list. I would imagine. But could this be Tommy John? I always worry about these things, especially now that this is another issue with the same arm and the same thing. I mean, at least forearm tightness. I would imagine that's got to be something with the UCL. It seems to always be. But man, this Padres team. If we go take a look. At the Padres here, let's go take a look at what this starting pitching has been doing so far. Here we go. So, San Diego Padres. So, as of right now, we're seeing the Padres, they're kind of, this Padres team, and they're a little weird so far. 10-10, 500 baseball as of right now. They've had their ups and downs this season. They've had some pretty exciting moments, but then they've had just some duds as well. Getting off to, is it Diekman? I'm sorry about that. Thank you for helping me with that pronunciation. I appreciate that. So, but where was I? But yeah, the Padres just up and down so far right now. It's just 500 baseball right now. If we take a look at the pitching, Joe Musgrove has been insane. This guy's been awesome. 4 starts. Over 26 innings. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, the ERA at 1.04. That's insane. Yu Darvish has been awesome. Even Chris Paddock has been pretty solid so far. 3.50 ERA. Look at the FIP, 3.07. Even guys from the bullpen. Keone Kela, Mark Melancon, they've been really good too. Blake Snell, hey, fine numbers here. 4.11 ERA, 3.79 FIP. The xFIP has been really good too. I mean, overall, they've been really good. But Lamet, it's going to be a bit of an issue. But then it's not even just Lamet. Adrian Morahan underwent Tommy John surgery. In his first start of the year on April 11th, he was pulled and he had a left forearm strain. And now it's official. He's going to be gone until middle of next year, late next year. So now you're kind of wondering, what are the Padres going to do here? So, I mean, you still got Darvish, Musgrove, and Snell. I mean, obviously that's still a very good, 1-2-3 punch if you ask me. Hopefully Musgrove can stay healthy. He's had his issues before too, to where he's had some stuff going on with his arm, tricep stuff, just as of last year. He's had problems staying on the field. Is he going to be able to pitch a full season this year with the Padres? That's something you're going to have to look at. The depth right now, while this team had some really good depth before, I did worry about the depth on this team a little bit, just because you have guys that have some injury concerns. Yu Darvish, for the most part, no. Blake Snell, no. But, I mean, as of right now, Musgrove is looking fantastic. Already had the no-hitter. But, I mean, Lamet, you don't know what's going to happen with him. And Paddock, too. And obviously, Chris Paddock, they're going to need him to really bounce back from last year. He's looking pretty good so far. But now you're kind of wondering, all right, what's going to go on here with the Padres? So, as of right now, according to Fangraphs, looking at the depth chart, so right now we are looking at, I mean, you could definitely just slot Ryan Weathers in. He was projecting to be more of a bullpen guy. So even without a Lamet, let's just imagine a world where, Lamet isn't even there. Let's say he's done. Let's say he ends up being done for the season. I still think this rotation is very good. And Ryan Weathers, I think, is very good. If taking a look at Ryan Weathers so far this year, he has been very good. A 0.93 ERA. He already started a game. So actually, let's take a look at that start. I'm guessing it was maybe like just an opener. So yeah, he's actually just started 5 days ago. Is he pitching tonight? But he pitched about almost 4 innings in that game. Ended up being pretty good. He didn't give up a run during that game. He struck out a few guys, walked a couple. But yeah, I would imagine Ryan Weathers is a guy that's just going to go right into that rotation. I'm wondering, though. I'm wondering if maybe the Padres end up making some kind of a move. Do they feel like maybe they need a little more depth? You do have a Mackenzie Gore. Could maybe Mackenzie Gore come up? Maybe. We'll have to wait. It seems to me that Mackenzie Gore is very close to being ready. Now, if we can go maybe take a look. Is there any news on Mackenzie Gore right now? So as of right now, CBS Sports, they were talking about Lamet too. And actually, where is the part? I saw the part about Gore. Because losing Morahan too, that was definitely not a very helpful thing. Where is the part about Gore? Oh, here we go. So, it was the very last sentence. If there is need at any point down the road, everyone's eyes will remain on lefty prospect Mackenzie Gore. So, this is definitely one guy to keep an eye out for. I absolutely think that. Let's actually go take a look at the scouting report. What am I doing here? I cannot think right now. Here we go. Top. I just typed in Padres, top Padres. Wow. There's my ADD coming out right now. Padres top prospects. Here we go. So Mackenzie Gore, he is the top prospect as of right now. Estimated ETA of 2021. Last time I checked, it's 2021. So Mackenzie Gore, as of right now, this guy is one of the top pitching prospects in the game for very good reason. Good fastball, good slider, good changeup, good control. He has a decent curveball too. Hey, he was the number 3 pick in the 2017 draft. Are we going to see him? We'll have to wait and see. If we take a look at the minors so far, he was pitching on the alternate site last year, but in the minors, 2019, take a look, Double-A. Single A, high A ball, he was really good. And then he went to Double-A. ERA went up a tick. But overall, the guy has just been very good. Good amount of strikeouts so far. I would imagine Mackenzie Gore, you're going to see him at some point. Now, I do wonder about this one. And this is a guy that has had some interest in the free agent market, and that's Anibal Sanchez. I wonder if maybe the Padres take a look at Anibal Sanchez. Free agent, didn't end up signing with anyone this past offseason. He's drawing interest from a few teams, but could you see the Padres get involved here? Like a pretty cheap deal, maybe a 1-year deal for some depth. I definitely think that's a possibility. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Padres get involved here. And let's actually shift over to the news there. So taking a look here. Alrighty. So as of right now, Anibal Sanchez drawing interest from 3 different teams. He's going to be throwing another bullpen this Friday, according to John Heyman. He worked out for clubs in the offseason and reportedly turned down a couple offers, opting instead to see how health and safety protocols played out. He then worked out for teams early in the season, but suffered the aforementioned finger laceration midway through his bullpen. He cut his finger during a bullpen. But so far, as of yesterday, the reports are that the Braves, the Nationals, and the Marlins are showing interest. And hey, Anibal Sanchez, he is familiar with all 3 teams. He has been linked to the Marlins this offseason. There was some reports of maybe the Nationals thinking about bringing him back. and then ended up bringing in John Lester. And he was with the Braves in 2018. He was actually really good with the Braves in 2018. Over 24 starts, 25 games total, a 2.83 ERA. That was only just 3 years ago. So I think this guy can still pitch. And I wonder if the Padres could maybe get involved here. He's been on the East Coast for the most part, besides the Tigers. But he has experience out in the National League East with the Marlins, the Braves, and the Nationals. I mean, could you maybe see him go? Maybe the Padres kind of, kick the tires a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised, especially now if they're going to be losing Lamet. Kind of like the Jake Odorizzi thing, where, wow, I'm going blank on his name completely. Who did the Framber Valdez, where they lost Framber Valdez, and once that happened, they were like, okay, let's go get Jake Odorizzi. We need another guy. So I wonder if you could see the same thing here. I don't know. Or maybe the Padres are comfortable with the depth that they have. I don't think it would be the worst thing, but they do have options already. Luckily, they have a Mackenzie Gore waiting in the wings. They have a Ryan Weathers who can go, who I think is really good, and I think he's very underrated. But, hey, could you maybe see this? I think it's possible. We'll have to keep an eye out for it, and that is that. So, moving on, let's stay out in the National League East, since we were kind of talking about the National League East here. Let's talk about Freddie Freeman and the Braves not close to an extension. And that's not surprising by any means. A lot of players, they don't like to talk contract stuff throughout the season. But when you think of Freddie Freeman, you think Atlanta Braves. I would be shocked if this guy ended up leaving somewhere in the offseason. My guess is he is going to end up re-signing with the Braves. I cannot see a world where Freddie Freeman ends up not being an Atlanta Brave. This is a guy I think could spend the rest of his career in Atlanta. He's just been such a key figure there, winning the MVP last year. Let's go to the story here. Here we go. So, Freddie Freeman, no extension negotiations between the Braves and Freddie Freeman. Like I said, he's been basically the face of the Braves. As MLB Trade Rumors is saying right here, he's become an institution in Atlanta since his career began in 2010. And however, I would be shocked. It could be his final. It could be his final year. As of right now. So this is according to Jeff Schultz of The Athletic. There is no negotiations. Freeman added that discussing a deal during the season would be a distraction, and I don't like distractions. My main focus is the game tonight, and I don't think there's going to be much talking anytime soon. Could you maybe see? Maybe during the All-Star break, maybe Freddie Freeman and the Braves, maybe a phone call gets made. However, I don't know about that, because you got to imagine Freeman, he's going to be getting a big contract. This is a guy where, he's already gotten a big payday from the Braves before. And as you can see right here, back in 2014, 8-year, $135 million extension. You got to imagine if DJ LeMahieu ended up getting, 6 years, 90 with the Yankees, I would imagine a Freddie Freeman, you're going to be thinking, I would imagine a 6-year deal. He's going to be 32 years old soon. I would imagine maybe, 6 or 7 year. I don't know. But I would imagine this is going to be a guy, you're going to see him get at least $20 million a year, at least. So I would imagine maybe like a 6-year, like 130 to 140 million, something like that. Maybe even you could see 150. You just saw George Springer get a big payday, and I think those two guys are very similar players. Could you see him get the same payday that George Springer got? I believe Springer got 150. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine Freeman and the Braves at some point, I would think, are going to come to terms. Could you maybe see it during the All-Star break this year when kind of teams, kind of separate? But I would imagine at that point, could be an All-Star at that point too, so he could be still busy. As of right now, he's only hitting 233. He does have 5 home runs, but the on-base is really good. The OPS is really good. So I would imagine this is a guy that's going to be at the All-Star game. I would imagine that. So could be very busy during the All-Star break, and during that other downtime that these players have, I would imagine he's going to spend it with his family. So I don't think you're going to be talking contract with Freddie Freeman at that time. So I don't know, unless they can maybe figure out something during the season, I don't know. I mean, this definitely could drag out into the offseason. That's what I would imagine. I would think you're going to see a Freddie Freeman get to, he'll get out there. I mean, maybe he wants to test free agency. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. But I would imagine at some point he's going to end up re-signing with the Braves. That, to me, it just makes a lot of sense. He was drafted by the Braves. This is a guy that just seems to love being an Atlanta Brave. So that's my prediction. I think he ends up re-signing at some point. During the season, I don't know about that. But during the offseason, I definitely could see it. So we saw DJ LeMahieu get stretched out that whole offseason, or this whole past offseason, and end up going back to the Yankees. And, so Freddie Freeman, I think he's going to be a Brave for life. That's my opinion. So, but let's stay in the National League East. My last story of the night, we're going to talk about another Sanchez, not Anibal Sanchez, but Sixto Sanchez. As of reports, not close to returning. This is a guy who had a breakout season last year for the Marlins, pitched in the playoffs, and we might not be seeing a little Sixto Sanchez for a little bit. So let's go take a look here. Here we go. Taking a look at the story on MLB trade rumors. The Marlins have gone the entire season thus far without one of their most promising young players, injured right-hander Sixto Sanchez, and his return is not imminent. General manager Kim... Oh, I forgot how to say it. Is it Kim Nee? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I forgot how to... Is it Kim Nee? No. Is it? I don't remember. Anyway, but apologies if I mispronounced that. But other reports are that Sanchez is still a ways out in his recovery from shoulder inflammation. Health has been an issue since last month for Sanchez, who started the spring behind schedule because of COVID-19 protocols. Didn't make his exhibition debut until March 15th. Oh, was it Ing? Oh, it's Ing. Thank you. It's Ing. So Kim Ing. Thank you so much. The Marlins optioned Sanchez to the minors before the regular season to let him continue building up arm strength, but his shoulder began bothering him during a simulated game on April 1st. You never want to come into camp getting set back. That's the worst. You never want that, because then you feel like you're playing catch up, and then you start kind of going a little extra hard, and then you just end up not feeling all that great. So that's what I think happened here. They got Sixto Sanchez. They're talking here in the JT Realmuto trade. But this was a guy who had a really good year last year. Taking a look at Sixto Sanchez. And let's actually take a look. Where are the Marlins at right now? The Marlins, I mean, hey, they're right there. A game and a half out, 8-9 right now. This division right now is completely up for grabs. What the heck is going on with the Atlanta Braves? 7-10. Come on, Braves. Pick it up. Let's go. But here we go, taking a look. Sixto Sanchez, very good last year. Rookie season, only 22 years old. He was 21 last year. Sorry, I was looking at the spring training stats. He was actually really good in spring training. A 1.13 ERA during that time. Just wasn't feeling good. But during 7 starts last year, a 3.46 ERA. He had a complete game during that year, too. He was really good, a 3.50 FIP. I mean, the strikeouts weren't really all there, but whatever. He's a rookie. It's not that big of a deal. But then also, where were the postseason? He pitched 2 games in the postseason. He struggled against the Braves. A very good offense with Atlanta in the division series, but he was really good against the Cubs in the wild card round. 5 innings that game, no earned runs, 6 Ks that game. Sixto Sanchez, man, he's a stud. And you hate to see it with this Marlins pitching staff. It's so good, and if you can get a Sixto Sanchez healthy back in this Marlins rotation, that's a fun team. It's already a fun team even without a Sixto Sanchez. But throw Sanchez in there too. That's an awesome pitching staff. It's a fun pitching staff, and but yeah, have to wait and see. Hopefully, Sixto Sanchez, he can make it back to a major league mound sooner or later. Before, real quick, I wanted to get a quick update on Cody Bellinger. So, 4 hours ago, Dodger Blue had an update. So today, for those of you who don't remember, if you didn't know, he suffered a hairline fracture in his leg. He got spiked by Raymond Gudon. And he got a hairline fracture in his leg. That was pretty scary when you first hear that. But Dodgers manager Dave Roberts has since revealed that Bellinger sustained a hairline fracture. He nonetheless continues making progress and accompanied the club on their road trip to San Diego and Seattle. according to Dave Roberts, he had a really good day of work, did some light jogging, taking some swings. He played catch. He's going to take some balls off the bat. So, hey, that's today was a good, considerable day. Hopefully he comes out feeling good, and we just continue to progress. So, despite the positive development, Roberts stopped short of offering a timetable for Bellinger's return. He's just going to do the same progression, just a little bit more each day. We're hesitant to put a timetable on his return. It's kind of day-to-day as far as his progression. Once he starts taking at bats and running full speed, then we'll have a better idea. That's kind of what you're going to have to wait and see, is him running at full speed. You don't want to mess around, these little fractures. I had a friend, they broke his leg a while ago. This is not what my friend went through, but my friend completely just shattered his leg in a dirt bike accident. The guy's, oh my God, horrible broken leg. But it takes time, man. And and then other things can start to happen too. You got to be really careful. You could start maybe getting some problems with your foot, maybe, something maybe with the hip or something, when you got a bone like that, that in that spot, you got to kind of watch out for other things. It wouldn't surprise me to see if he came back too soon, started having maybe, problems, not just with the leg, but maybe something with his foot or something like that. You got to be really careful with something like this. So Cody Bellinger, luckily that Dodgers team is just so stacked. Even without Cody Bellinger, that Dodgers team is still really good. I mean, what else is there to say about that? But yeah, that's pretty much all the news I have, everyone. Let me come back to you here. Let me kind of come back to the chat. Thoughts on the AL East so far? Frosty, I mean, my Red Sox have been awesome. They have been great. They have just been a fun team to watch. They had that really hot winning streak. I had a comment today on, I forget where the comment was. Where was the comment? I did a community poll today, letting you guys know that I was going live, and then someone commented saying that I didn't give the Red Sox a chance or something like that this year. I said the Red Sox. I said all offseason, don't sleep on this Red Sox team, and I predicted, I think, 86 wins for this season for the Red Sox, and I mean, they're playing great baseball so far. Hopefully, they can keep it up. I hope they do, but it's a long season. It's only April. I'm not going to jump the gun in April. I mean, if this Red Sox team is still playing this way, let's say come June, July, then okay, I'll start believing. But right now, I think this Red Sox team is good. Are they a really good team like they have been so far? We're going to have to wait and see on that. The Yankees are struggling. The Blue Jays are just hurt everywhere. The Tampa Bay Rays are just a weird up and down team right now. Orioles are pesky. American League East is just an interesting division right now, and not a lot of people were expecting the Red Sox to be off to a good start like this. So, let's see. Hey, William Fulgham, could you maybe see Freddie Freeman to the Angels? Hey, they've done it before with Albert Pujols. Could they do it again? I don't know. I wonder if they make that. I don't know. I don't think they should do it. Freeman to the Cardinals. Hey, that could be pretty fun. What do you do with Paul Goldschmidt? Rocky Adams, Jays are not even healthy, and they have the ERA in the AL. Yeah, I mean, the Blue Jays are the best ERA. Yeah, I mean, Steven Matz has been really good, too. Let's go take a look real quick at the Blue Jays so far. If we take a look here, let's share the screen. So the Blue Jays right now, they've held their own so far. They are 3 games under 500, but it's still a talented team. They've just had a lot of injuries going on right now. You got Jordan Romano recently going on the DL. Ross Stripling as well. Julian Merriweather, he was having a really good start to the season. Nate Pearson, what's going on with him? The offense has been pretty fun so far, but as of right now, you got a 4-man rotation, basically. Hyun-Jin Ryu, Trent Thornton, Steven Matz, like I said, he's been really good. Robbie Ray. Let's take a look, actually. But Steven Matz, take a look at Steven Matz. 3 games so far this year, a 1.47 ERA. Taking a look, over 8 strikeouts per 9. He's been really good. What else is there to say? He's having a really good start with the Blue Jays so far. It looked like maybe a change of scenery was the best thing for Steven Matz. But yeah, the Blue Jays, they're kind of just, they're just not healthy right now. And when once they start getting some guys back, you're going to start to see the talent of this team. It's only April. I don't crown champions in April. It's fun to see when you see these teams get off to these, fun starts or put together these winning streaks. But are you going to be the same team in September? September's a long time away. You got all summer. I don't know. I don't know what, this Blue Jays team, there's a lot to like. Are they going to be able to get the health in order? That's the only thing with this Blue Jays team. If we take a look, taking a look at where are they at? No, I don't want to look at that. I want to look at team stats. Where are they at with batting and where are they at with pitching so far? So offense, right now, Toronto. Toronto, I always forget to just click the offense. But Toronto right now, where are they at? I mean, they're 21st in offense right now, even though there's like a ton of talent, but they're not really doing crazy good with the offense right now. But taking a look at the pitching overall, looking at the starting pitching, Toronto, where are you at? Right now, Toronto, they're ranked 24th in starting pitching. 4.02 ERA, though. Where are they at ranking-wise with ERA on Fangraphs? So right now, Toronto, 15th in the major leagues when it comes to ERA at 4.02. So starting pitching is doing okay. But looking at the bullpen, taking a look at the bullpen, where are you at, Toronto? The bullpen's doing really good. So taking a look at this bullpen here, they're 8th in the major leagues right now. And, Julian Merriweather just recently went to the DL, or IL, sorry. I always keep wanting to call it, I've been calling it the DL for years, and then they changed it a couple years ago. But overall, the bullpen was doing really good. So, the biggest thing with this Blue Jays team is just health. So that's the only thing we got to keep an eye out for. When's Springer going to come back? Nate Pearson's going to be a big boost for this team when he comes back. So, but let's kind of get an update on the standings right now. I was looking at the standings a little earlier, but let's take a look here. Right now, like I was just saying, American League East, Red Sox out in front by 2 games, 7-3 in their last 10 games. Tampa's been playing a little better, actually a lot better. 5 straight wins for the Tampa Bay Rays. I think this Tampa Bay Rays team is still going to be good. We'll have to see. Are those ups and downs going to keep happening? Look at Kansas City holding their own so far. It's April, like I've said a million times now, but it is only April. But they're holding their own so far in this first month. I thought Kansas City was going to be a fun team coming into this year. Like I've already talked about with Oakland, 11 straight wins. They've jumped completely out in front. But look at the Mariners. The Mariners, 7-3 in their last 10 games. Angels have kind of played middle-of-the-road baseball. Rangers, they've been okay, but the Astros have completely fallen off the face of the planet. Moving over into the National League, we have the New York Mets holding their own right now in first place, 7-5. You got the Phillies playing 500 ball. Then you got Marlins, Nationals, and the Braves. They're just struggling right now. They can't really seem to just get it together. But the Miami has been 7-3 in their last 10 games. So they're coming back a little bit here. And then the Nationals, 6-4, so a couple straight wins there. We'll go take a look at tonight's scores. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns. Don't let me forget that. I'm actually going to type that in. Corbin Burns. But he has been on a run, man. 40 Ks. He hasn't walked anyone. I mean, what in the world? He hasn't walked a guy. So, here we go. Nope, that's not it. What am I looking at? Oh, I think I just left. No, what was I looking at here? I was looking at the standings. That's right. But yeah, the Brewers, they've been playing some good baseball. Won 3 straight games now. Corbin Burns, big reason for that. Cincinnati, they kind of slowed down a little bit in the last 10. 4-6 in the last 10. Look at Pittsburgh, huh? Look at the Pittsburgh Pirates. Any Pittsburgh Pirates believers in here? Hey, they're right there. They're in 3rd place. That's what I'm talking about. Dodgers, they've just been insanely good. Look at the Giants. They've been pretty good so far. And then the Padres, just a weird team. They've lost 3 straight games. A lot of hype for this Padres team. a lot of hype for this Padres team. People were crowning this team as World Series champions in the offseason. It's April. I know it's only April, but you would want to see a bit of a better start from the San Diego Padres. And now they're having the whole, thing with Lamet. Hopefully that Padres team can stay healthy. And then Diamondbacks, Rockies, they're just whatever. I give up on the Diamondbacks. I keep wanting to give this team a chance. I thought it was going to be maybe a sneaky good team with the Diamondbacks this year. And I don't know. Whatever. I can't get anything right with this Diamondbacks team. I don't get a lot of things right anyway. But here we go. Let's go back to MLB.com. Taking a look here. But look at the Cubbies, huh? Wow, I'm seeing some Mets fans not very happy in the chat. Sporadic is saying, I am done being a Mets fan. He is done. They're down 14-4 right now. What the heck is going on with this Mets pitching? Let's go take a look at that game here in a little bit. Waifu breaks. LOL Mets. LOL Mets. Here we go. Taking a look. Let's go to... Man, I just wish I can just put the game on. That'd be awesome if I just put MLB TV. We can just watch the game. Then I'm going to get copyrighted. Ugh, I hate that. Anyway, let's go to game day. Let's see what's going on with this Mets team tonight. Let's take a look here. Look at Zach Davies pitching himself a decent game, huh? Look at Zach Davies, huh? A little 4-inning ball right there. Taking a look at the Mets. What the heck's go? David Peterson, you got shellacked, my friend. Gave up 6 runs. Looks like the defense. Oh, my God. The Mets have made 4 errors tonight. Wow, this Mets defense has been really bad tonight. Whoa. 4 errors. So obviously he did not get helped out by that defense. What? How do you pronounce that name? Selman? Gazelman? How do you pronounce that? Wow, bullpen's been bad. Everyone's been bad. You got Aaron Loop out right now trying to just keep it together. My God. But Peterson, he did not get off to a good start. Defense did not help him out. What the heck has been going on in this game? I mean, and this game started off pretty fun. It started off fun. Francisco Lindor getting the scoring started. Had the home run right there in the first inning. J.D. Davis had himself a double, 2-0. But then here come the Cubs. Rizzo, Matt Duffy, so he walked in a run too, David Peterson. David Boat had a base hit. This second inning, man, or the fourth inning for the Cubs is where the Mets just fell apart. 7 runs in the 4th inning. All of this offense right here. I mean, you got guys, like I said, Anthony Rizzo had a base hit. Matt Duffy walked. David Boat had a base hit. Is it Bote or Bodie? I can't remember. I always want to say Boat. I think it's Bodie, actually. Marisnik had a ground out, scored a run. Eric Sogard had a base hit. Ian Happ had a base hit. Pete Alonso, supposedly hit a bomb. We can go take a look. Javier Baez had himself a grand slam. Did I miss that? When did he hit that grand slam? Oh, did he hit that in the 6th inning? Oh, wow. All right, we're going to get to that here in a second. Let me actually just catch up on all the plays. So, yeah, Javier Baez had the grand slam, completely broke it open. And then the 5th inning, too, Matt Duffy and Bodie. I think it's Bodie. But they contributed more in that 5th inning. So, Javier Baez. Let's go take a look at the couple of plays here. Here we go. So, whatever. I'm probably going to get copyrighted. Whatever. I don't care. All right. Let me see. Francisco Lindor wearing the hoodie under that jersey, huh? Wearing that. Let me actually see if I can. Maybe I can just play it like that. Maybe I won't get hit with a copyright. But yeah, Francisco Lindor having himself a good little start to the game. And, yeah. But then Javier Baez completely broke it open here. Here we go, Javier Baez. And good for him. Oh, yeah, he knew it as soon as he hit it. He knew it as soon as he hit it. Look at the follow-through on that swing. Kaboom! Man. Yeah, Javier Baez, man. You'd like to see him start getting it together. He's going to be a free agent soon. This Cubs offense has just been really bad. So in all honesty, I'm Mets fans. I know you're upset right now, and I'm sorry about this game, but the Cubs, this offense has been so bad for a couple years now. I don't know what's been going on with this offense. I don't know. They just something happened with this offense in the last couple of years. I don't know what it is, but you love to see this as a Cubs fan because you're not used to this kind of offense with the Cubs. Hopefully they can start making a little more consistent. Pete Alonso, I guess, had a bomb. Let's take a look at that Pete Alonso home run. Here we go. You got to love a good old Pete Alonso bomb right into the night in Wrigley. Man, oh man, Pete Alonso. That was a bomb. Let's go take a look at that one more time. Boom. Pete Alonso is just a man amongst men. That's what I'm talking about. But let's take a look here. Let's take a look at some other scores before I get out of here. Diamondbacks got an 8-3 lead on the Reds. Right now, my Red Sox are down to the Blue Jays. Let's see if they can put something together. Like I said, Cubs up in a big way against the Mets. Rays got a decent little lead against the Royals right now. Phillies beating the Giants today. The Marlins beating the Orioles today. The Pirates beating the Tigers. Tigers winning the other game in that doubleheader. Rockies beating the Astros. We already talked about the A's and the Twins. Their 11th straight win for Oakland. Nationals winning a close game in St. Louis today, 1-0. Rangers winning 7-4. Brewers, close game against the Padres. Oh, yeah, I want to take a look at Corbin Burns. Look at this start from Corbin Burns. This dude has been nuts. Are you kidding me? I mean, come on. You're kidding me. 24 innings pitched for Corbin Burns. Almost 15 strikeouts per 9. No walks. He hasn't walked anyone. I think he's given up 1 home run. That's insane. His ERA is 0.37. His xERA is 1.00. FIP 0.68, XFIP 1.22. That is insane. Corbin Burns is having just a dumb season. This season, it doesn't even make sense. He hasn't walked anyone. How have you not walked anyone? I mean, can you at least walk one guy? Can he get to 50 strikeouts? That'd be insane. Could you imagine this guy goes out in his next start, strikes out 10 more guys and doesn't walk anyone? He gets to 50 Ks and no walks? That'd be insane. I hope it happens. Yes, Aiden Cox, completely agree. Video game numbers for Corbin Burns, absolutely insane. But taking a look, Padres winning that today. Diamondbacks and the Reds actually already played, so that's their second game tonight. Diamondbacks winning that one today. Braves beating the Yankees today 4-1, so the Yankees continue to struggle. The White Sox and the Indians getting postponed today. So, but yes, Rocky Adams. Oh, that's right. It was the record. He broke the record for most Ks without giving up a walk. That's right. Thank you, Rocky Adams, for that. Corbin Burns, that's a record. 40 strikeouts and no walks. So, that's insane, man. Insane. But, everyone, I'm going to start getting out of here. I actually got a couple of more things I got to work on for my actual job before I start getting to bed. I got to do some laundry and stuff like that. So I got a few more things to do before I call it night tonight. But I'm going to get out of here, everyone. I want to thank you all for coming out one more time, if I may. Hit that subscribe button for me if you are new, trying to get to 7K by the All-Star break. Hit that like button for me. That's going to help this stream get out there to more fans that may have missed it tonight. And go follow me on Twitter if you would like to talk some baseball throughout the day. Everyone, I want to thank you so much for coming out tonight. If there's anything else to talk about tomorrow, I will be here. If I'm not here tomorrow, I know for a fact I'll be here Sunday night. So I will be here for my weekly power rankings. But I'm going to try and start picking it up a little bit more with the streams in the next however long. So it's just been a busy couple of weeks for me. So apologies for that, everyone. But everyone, thank you again so much for coming out tonight. Really appreciate you. And as always, I will talk to you next time.